Yo, what is going on, guys? Crypto Vibes here, bringing you guys another video. And today, guys, we have another draft league analysis breakdown of another team I drafted. And this is my third singles league, and I'm actually in a doubles league right now, and we're still in the middle of a draft, so not into doubles too much, but I'm trying to learn, so we'll have to see how that goes. It's like a multi-battle league. I'm battling with my partner and stuff like that on Showdown, so then you just try to play from there in doubles, so it's gonna be pretty cool. But I'll eventually get down to a breakdown with that, I guess. But for now, I'll go over my team I drafted for the WGBA. And basically, it was a tier draft. It was a 1 through 5 tier style draft. I believe that's like the GBA. So we had 11 Pokemon each. And first round, I believe I got the 4th pick total overall. And I was stuck between 2 different Mons. I really wanted the one I got, and I did get it, obviously. But there was another one that I wanted a lot, and I don't know if I would take that now, but I'm happy with the one I got. I'm very happy with the one I got. And it's the most diverse Pokemon in the game, so you guys probably, or you can draft in format, I guess, besides like Smeargle and a few other options, but you guys probably already know who it is. It's Mew. We drafted Mew with our first pick. Basically picked Mew up early because I don't want to use Mew as my dedicated defogger / stealth rock user like every week, but it's like so good with that. But I want to draft Mew and I want to be very diverse with it. But obviously Synchronize is there. It's a cool ability. Wish it got something a little better, I guess. Item wise, it can obviously run anything you want. Any choice items would be good. Life Orb even, leftovers, the Z move. Any Pokemon in this league can use the Z move, by the way, so we'll keep that in mind. And basically Mew's obviously very nice for all those reasons. It gets a ton of different coverage moves. You can run Assault Vest Mew if you really want to. It's a Cleric as well with Heal Bell. And obviously, you guys know what Mew does. It just does everything for the team, and that's really nice. Obviously, base 100 stats across the board. One thing I will say about Mew, if you drop down a team, I think it's very hard to build around. So that's one problem I think I might have a little bit, but I'm willing to learn. One thing I'm trying to do in my draft leagues, I'm trying to change up my drafts a little bit, make me a little bit more uncomfortable with what I use, so I have to like learn it. And Mew's definitely, I'm a little uncomfortable with Mew, but I'll try to use it. I'll definitely try to use it. And the other one I was debating between Mew and Mew was Jirachi. Jirachi I'm way more comfortable with. Either the Scarf set or defensive set with Stealth Rocks is really nice. A Z move user Jirachi is good. You can obviously flinch things down, so it's really good in that sense. But I decided to go Mew, and I'm happy I decided to go Mew. But anyways, with our second pick in the draft, we came back, and I believe there was 10 people in this draft, so it's a smaller draft. So a lot of good stuff is going on. A lot of good stuff is going to be on teams. So the second pick, we ended up getting Tapu Bulu, and I think Tapu Bulu is really good. I picked Tapu Koko in one of my other leagues. Really pleased with it right now, and I just want to draft his brother over here, Tapu Bulu. So grassy terrain, obviously it weakens ground type moves. Well, Earthquake, I believe. That's really nice. Puts in a lot of work overall. Grass and Fairy type, which is nice, so it's a Dragon Resist, which is always good to have. Not the best Dragon Resist, because obviously Dragon types can change up the moves. They usually have a lot of coverage, but I think Tapu Bulu is very nice. Obviously, it gives me a very good switch into like Landorus and stuff, like Earthquake users, and just those are really popular in this. So weakens obviously were resisted, and the Grassy Terrain or Grassy Surge makes it even weaker. So yeah, item wise, I think it'd be a very good Z user. I think it's obviously hits very hard with Woodhammer and Horn Leech. Superpower Stone Edge doesn't get play rough unfortunately, but that's like one of the only weaknesses on it. You can run the Tapionium Z or whatever with Nature's Madness and it puts in 75%, so that's really nice. I'll get into the moves a little bit better, but Calm Mind would never run that. Never, I don't think. Well, maybe if I'm like for sure to make playoffs and I want to run some Heat, but more likely not. I think the sub seed set's pretty good on this one. This one can definitely run it well with Horn Leech on top of that, so it's really nice. It gets Whirlwind, which is cool, I guess. Taunt will probably just be better. FD is very good for it. Just different stuff like that. I think it's just a really hard hitting mon, which is mainly why I drafted it, and I like it a lot, so it was really nice. And after that, I wanted to pick something very offensive but on the special side, and I know something that pairs decently with this is actually Gengar, so I decided to go Gengar. Obviously no more Levitate. Gengar's defenses aren't great anyways, but maybe with a grassy terrain I can live some ground earthquakes somehow from certain mons, so I guess pairing it with that's alright. But Gengar's mainly there for the speed and special attack. You can put in so much work. With Curse Body is very nice as well. If you're sacking it off to a physical attacker and they ever have to hit you, you can maybe get rid of their move. If they're a choice mon, then they're obviously locked into a struggle at that point. They'd have to switch out. Gengar is here as a mon that I will use a lot for obviously just its speed in general. It has good coverage, very good coverage, being Dazzling Gleam is very nice on certain things. Dark types, I guess. It gets Hex, which is cool. If I ever have like Hazard stacks or like a Toxic Spikes or something up on the field, more likely Shadow Claw or Shadow Ball is going to be my option. It gets stuff like Perish Song. I don't know if I ever run that. Sludge Wave and Sludge Bomb, obviously. Thunderbolt's very nice. It gets Will-O-Wisp even, which is cool. If I ever want to run that, and like potential like switch-ins and stuff like that. Like physical attackers. Clear Smog is interesting. Destiny Bond could be very useful. Energy Ball for sure. I think it gets Signal Beam. It does not get Signal Beam, but it gets Taunt, which is another good option. Down here, don't believe it gets as much. It gets Icy Wind actually, which is pretty cool. I like Icy Wind actually. So other than that, it could get some cool stuff down here. Not really going to go too much into detail on that. Don't want to give anything away, but and then obviously the stat wise, like I said, defenses are not good overall, but really just got it for the special attack and speed stats. So I will give this away already. Gengar is my fastest mon on the team, which I wouldn't really consider good because 110 speed is nice, but like when there's stuff like Tapu Koko's running around and like just Aerodactyls, there's 130s, 140s, stuff like that, it just gets really fast. So that could be a little bit of a problem for my team, but I'll get into what kind of covers that a little bit, I guess, when I come with my next mon. So next, I said my speed weakness was a little weak through this draft, so I decided to pick up Galvantula. And when I was talking about Mew earlier, saying I'm a little uncomfortable using Mew, I am very uncomfortable using this thing. Like, I know, well, not the mon itself, but what I want to do with it. Being a Sticky Web user, I'm going to be relying on that a lot if I bring this thing. Not necessarily going to say I'm going to run Sticky Web every week, because I can definitely play around it, but it will be very crucial to my team most weeks. And this thing can hit very hard with a Life Orb, Compound Eyes. Obviously, Compound Eyes gives you options to run like Thunder if you want to. Life Orb's an option. Focus Sash is really good. But move-wise, obviously the main reason people want it is Sticky Web. Best Sticky Web user in the game, for sure. It gets Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, which is nice. Obviously it gets Signal Beam, Shadow Ball. A lot of same things Gengar gets, but Bug Buzz is very nice on top of that. Very good stab move. And even Substitute if I wanted to run that. A couple things down here. Camouflage is an option actually with terrain, which is really cool actually. It just depends if I wanted to run that. It gets things like Electro Ball and stuff like that, but mainly not there for attacking and stuff. It's mainly there for like, it's a very good speed mon and it's pretty good at getting up webs. Does its job there nicely. Just have to make sure I can be in the right position to get up my webs. So not really too much to talk about Galvantula, but it's a very crucial part to the team. I guess I tried to get that across. But anyways, coming to my fifth pick, I wanted a Mega, and I wanted another mon that looked like it fit the team. I did not have a Fire type yet, or a Dragon type yet. I'm going to cancel that. I don't know why I have a virus thing going up, but hopefully my computer's fixed. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I'm dropping to my fifth pick. I did not have a Dragon type or a Fire type yet. I figured those were two really good offensive typings, and I could pair it with those two typings paired together are very nice. I believe there's maybe is it just one mon, or there might be a couple I can't even think of off the top of my head right now. But decided to go with Mega Charizard X. So yeah, Mega Charizard Y was actually picked, and I would have thought about Mega Charizard Y instead. It was an option, but I'm actually pleased with Mega Charizard X. I think it fits really well under Sticky Webs, with obviously the option to Dragon Hits, which is very nice. Tough Claws is insanely strong. Obviously, this Pokemon's contact moves with their power, have their power multiplied by 1.3, which is very nice. Obviously, things like Dragon Dance are very nice with Dragon Claw. Even Outrage are very powerful. It gets Flare Blitz, which is very nice. Earthquake's a very good coverage move for hitting things like Heatran and such. In Draft League format, I don't have to worry about Heatran every single week, but it can obviously hit like other Steel types, I guess. Well, obviously I have Flare Blitz, but you get the point. It hits other things. We have Will-O-Wisp set right here. Will-O-Wisp is really nice because you can run Will-O-Wisp Roost as a set, which is really good. Even Substitute's really nice on this mon because obviously this threatens out other mons and forces out counters or switches. Not really, I wouldn't say counters to Zardex because there's not many, but this thing definitely is just super strong and has good coverage to hit mostly everything I can think of. But yeah, it's really solid with Swords Dances. You don't even have to run Dragon Dance, you can run Swords Dance if I'm ever running Sticky Webs. So that's really nice. And I just thought the typing was really good for my team, so I decided to go with Mega Charizard X. Alrighty, so moving into the sixth pick, I was actually really surprised on this mon still being here. It's another Dragon type, so I don't know if that's the greatest right there. But I just thought this thing was going to be a really good staple to my team, and that mon was Goodra. So I really like this mon. I wanted to use this thing in league format for a while, and this is the first time I thought I was going to get a chance to use it, so I wanted to pick it up. Even though I did just get done picking a dragon type, thought it was just right to get this thing. And it gets access to 3 different abilities, which all can be useful. And I think it's interesting to try to catch your opponent off guard. Sap Sipper obviously being able to be immune to grass type moves, which is really nice. It's really nice. You got Hydration, which is probably going to be less convenient for most situations, but it could work. And then Gooey, more than likely, will be my top one run, but you never know. Gooey's just very nice, especially under sticky webs. I didn't think about that till now. It could be very nice under sticky webs. Obviously, this thing's very diverse. I was going to go for a couple items this thing can run. Assault Vest is very good. Leftover Set is even very nice. Choice Specs or Choice Bandit is very good as well. And I wouldn't sleep on this thing's speed. Base 80 speed is not bad, especially under webs. So if you look at the stats all around though, very nice, very nice. The defense is a little low, but special defense obviously makes up for that. And if I ever want to run a defensive set, I don't think I have to worry about the special defense as much. And yeah, this month is just really solid on the squad. I like it a lot. Coverage wise on moves, obviously gets hard hitting dragon moves like Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse. It even gets Dragon Tail for phasing out like setup sweepers, which is nice. Earthquakes there. It gets Blizzard up here. Didn't really talk about that, but you know, it just misses a lot. So you get stuff like Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Fire Punch. Really cool. Ice Beam is very nice. It gets Power Whip even. You get cool stuff like Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt. So all are basically really common like coverage moves, which is really nice on top of this thing. And just being able to soak hits for me very nicely is really good, and it pairs very well with the next mod I'm about to show off. So, and even Super Power, which is very nice. Acid Armor setup moves like Acid Armor and Curse, yeah, Curse even, very nice. So it gets cool things like that. Even gets Muddy Water down here. But yeah, that's Goodra for you. And yeah, we'll get into the next one. I'll go and call this Miami Heatran real quick. Heatran. Oh, and yeah. We'll get into my 7th mon right here, and I said this mon paired very well with Goodra, and it just pairs very well with the rest of the team, honestly. Especially under webs, like, you're going to be taking a lot of hits if you're setting up webs and stuff like that, and you're going to want your counters and switch-ins like that, I guess, to heal up those mons that are getting damaged and weakened down and stuff. So, if you kind of understand what I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, if you're running webs, you're going to be wanting to run, like, maybe, like, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but, like, you want to run, like, a lot of, like, bulky offense, I guess, under your sticky web. Which is what I take from it, at least, which I would think. But I think a good mon to pair with like my mons that I already drafted was Alamomola. I'm not a water type yet, and I like Alamomola. It's my favorite water type really to use in competitive, honestly. Maybe outside like Greninja or something, but this thing's so fun to use. It's not really like people would be like fun. It's so basic, but it gets Regenerator, and obviously you can run a fully defensive set, which is disgusting at what it does. You can even run Spit Off very easily. It still takes a lot of hits on the special side if you're running max HP as well. Leftovers is basically the item you're running most of the time. Could switch it up and run a couple different things, but I won't go into that. Like I said, don't want to give too many things away. It even gets Calm Mind, which I wouldn't probably run because of 40 special attack, but yeah, that's always an option. Healing Wish is very cool. Won't be running that as much as its other move, Wish, not Healing Wish, but Wish is basically why I wanted this thing. It gives me a very good Wish Passer into things like Goodra, which can obviously take hits and then get all its HP back, which is going to be really annoying for opponents to take out. And I think it pairs good with Charizard X too, especially if I want to run a bulkier set for the week. Or even Mew can pair very well with those. And yeah, it gets cool things like that. With Toxic, obviously, and Scald, it does like really annoying things too. It covers the Ice Beam, wouldn't really be running that too much, but it's very good at what it does, I guess, and I think it fit very nicely on the team. So going into my 8th pick, at this point I had one defogger with no spinners or any other defoggers, so, and I have a Charizard on my team, and at regular form it's a Charizard, 50% from, taking 50% from Stealth Rock, so I basically wanted to get something that could help get rid of hazards, and I did not have a fighting type yet, so I decided to pick up Hitmontop. Not my usual favorite thing to use as like a spinner or defogger, but I think it's really cool. It gives me an Intimidate user. I don't think I have an Intimidate user yet, or on this team at this point. But it has Intimidate, Technician even, which is cool. It's got very solid stats outside of like special attack, obviously, which you don't really need to worry about that, and HP. But other than that, it can take hits. It definitely can, and works good with Wish Passing as well. Item-wise, I would say Assault Vest is very good. I would say Choice could be used. Leftovers would be very nice. It's a really good mon. It's a really good utility mon to run like Toxic and stuff on. Rapid Spin, like I said. Mach Punch is there. It gets double priority with Mach Punch and Bullet Punch, and a pretty hard hit in close combat, so that's very nice. It gets coverage moves like Earthquake and Gyro Ball on top of Stone Edge, which is very nice. And like I said, I think I said Toxic was very nice with this thing as well, so Hitmontop's very cool. And I like it a lot on the team. So yeah, that's Hitmontop. And with our, is this our 8th pick? No, this is our 9th pick coming up, yes. Our 9th pick coming up, I wanted another rocker. So I had, at this point, I had Mew. I think it was Mew as my only stealth rocker. Yeah, I want another rocker because I don't want Mew to be like my only stealth rocker for the year, basically. I just don't want it to be doing that the whole time. So I decided to pick up, this is my tier 5 pick. I will go over what tiers these mons were in a little bit. But I decided to go Pillows One as my 10th overall, or 9th overall pick. And this was my tier 5 mon, my only tier 5. I had one more tier 5, never mind. But I think it's a decently good tier 5 mon. Obviously Mammoth Swine's a little bit better, but this thing's bulkier, which is nice. It gets access to Oblivious, which is nice, so it can be taunted. And then Thick Fat's mainly there. That's its main one. Take hits from fire types and stuff better, and like ice types, I guess. But item-wise, it's going to be strictly held to a Violet most weeks, sadly. There's a few other items I have ideas about, but I'm not going to give that away either. It gets ideas, or it gets moves to Earthquake. It gets stuff like Ice Shard and Ice Will Crash. I believe it gets knock. Does it get knockoff as well? It does not get knockoff like Mammoth Swine, so that's a little unfortunate. But it gets things like Stone Edge, Superpower, and obviously Stealth Rocks, which is the main reason I picked it. It gets Roar, so it does not let setup sweepers come in on it, like other, like a Celesteela, for example, would pretty much be troublesome to this. Toxic is very nice. Just other stuff like that. So decided it was a pretty good mon for the team, and as you can see, my team is very slow still, and I understand a lot of these mons don't function well with Sticky Web, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyways, moving on to my 10th overall pick of the Giraffe, I decided I wanted to go with a flying type, I believe. Yeah, I wanted a flying type, and yeah, Charizard regular form was my only way of resisting a ground move. Of being immune to a ground move, I mean, and Tapu Bulu was my only resist up to this point, so I definitely wanted a flying type. And at this point, this was a tier 4 mon, and I kind of want something bulky again. It gives me another defogger, which is nice, a pretty reliable defogger at that, so I decided to go Golbat. It's another Violet user. I understand that's going to be a little annoying. It gets Inner Focus with Infiltrator, which is really nice. Infiltrator I like a lot. Item-wise, a Violet, mostly going to be using that. Obviously gets stuff like Brave Bird, which is very nice. Can hit decently hard with 80 base attack. Gets Defog, like I said. Gets stuff like Haze. Even gets Pursuit. Might run that every now and then. Leech Life with the buff could be useful. Super Fang is obviously pretty cool. I like that a lot on this mon. Tailwind would be very nice under this mon if I decide not to bring Sticky Webs for something. U-Turn's very good for slow pivot outs. Whirlwind even would be cool. Obviously Toxic's good, but Across Poising is there as well. It gives reliable recovery being Roost. So overall, I think it's a decent mon. 90 base speed is definitely pretty good under this thing. I usually sleep on this thing's speed, but it's actually a lot faster than I think. So anyways, that is Golbat right there, guys. And moving on to my last pick. At this point, I had one ground type, and I usually like having two, and I actually wanted one more Stealth Rocker move into this because I don't know how often I was going to bring Piloswine, and I did not have a Steel type at this point, so my options were getting slim. I had Cobalion in the draft, but I went my points, so I didn't have Cobalion anymore, which was a little unfortunate, but the Steel type, I'm not going to say makes up for it because it's not as good, but it can definitely put in work, and that Pokemon is Steelix. It was my other tier 5 mon going along with Piloswine. And if you're looking at these 5 mons, you guys are probably like, oh my god, your team is slow as hell. And that is true, that is true. The team is very slow. But I'm hoping Sticky Webs paired with a few other exceptions can put this team in good use. But yeah, we have Rockhead, Sturdy, and Sheer Force as our abilities. Mainly going to be running Rockhead and Sheer Force. Or not Sheer Force, but mainly Sturdy. Maybe Rockhead every now and then. But item-wise, this thing can run like stuff like Leftovers. Rocky Helmet's very good. Who knows, I might even bring Choice Banded set sometime. But move-wise, Autotomize is there, not going to be using that. Aqua Tail could be interesting to hit certain things. I guess obviously stab moves like Earthquake and Heavy Slam, which are very good. Iron Head could be there if I want to run that. Roar, gets Stealth Rocks obviously. Stone Edge, very nice. Toxic and Taunt, a little but move-wise, not the greatest. I just wanted a decent Steel type that could take hits, and like I love using bulky like offense, and I guess this falls under that category a little bit. Obviously with the defense, you would think that special defense not good, but base stats just not great. I guess defense is really nice, but Overall, the team, if I had to rate it myself, I'd rate my Giraffe like a 6 or a 7. Not a huge fan of it, but like I said, I like using stuff I'm not comfortable with in Giraffes, so I can get better with more variety of things on a team. But anyways, like I said, I'll go over the tiers for my team I drafted. And right here we had my first pick, like I said, Mew would be my tier 1 Mon. My second pick I decided to draft was my Tapu Bulu over here. It was a free pick right away. Gengar was a tier 2, I believe, so it fell under my... no, Gengar was a... Was Gengar tier 2? Yeah, Gengar was tier 2. I think Gengar's supposed to be over here. I didn't set up this, but it's whatever. Gengar sits over here as another tier 2 Mon, as that was my third pick overall. And my fourth pick overall was my Galvantula. Yeah, I was a tier 3, so I was really happy about that, being a tier 3, so I was definitely okay with that. And my fifth pick overall being my Mega Charizard X, being my Mega, obviously. My sixth pick being my Gudra, very nice. It was a tier 2, but I figured Gudra's just really good, so I decided to pick it. My seventh pick being Alamomola, which was very nice in my opinion. Very good Wish Passer. Going to be very pivotal to my team. Being my only water type on my team too, I need to keep that in mind. My ninth pick? So my ninth pick? I think I got out of order a little bit there, but my next pick was Hitmontop, I believe. I think I just skipped Tapu Bulu. I might have skipped Tapu Bulu. I don't think I did. But anyways, it was Hitmontop is my next pick. Obviously tier 4, which is really nice, I think, for a good spinner. My next pick being Piloswine, tier 5, and then I had Golbat in my last free slot, or free slot for tier 4, and then Steelix is my last tier 5 slot, which was the only amount of points I had left. Otherwise, I could have went with like Registeel or something, but I'm okay with it. It gives me another ground type. Anyways, here's the nicknames if you guys want to check them out. Got Mew Genesis, got Gudra Waffles, Alamola Pink Panzer. Basically, Pink Panzer is actually a tank. Like back then, I looked up like names for it and stuff, but I just figured that looks kind of cool for it. Got Charlotte Galvantula, Rocky the Hitmontop, Eduardo the Piloswine, Firestorm the Mega Charizard X, Brutus Tapu Bulu, Purple Nova the Gengar, Screecher the Golbat, and Joey the Steelix. So yeah, that's the team, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and yeah, we'll definitely get my week 1 video up against, I believe it's Logan. I'll get that up pretty soon. If it's not today, it'll be tomorrow sometime. Just don't know the time yet, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you did, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.